Hello, animal friends. Have you ever wondered what makes koalas so special? These cute, cuddly creatures are more than just adorable. They have some pretty surprising traits that might leave you speechless. From their diet to their sleep habits, koalas have a lifestyle unlike any other animal. Stick around, because today we're diving into the top 10 most fascinating facts about koalas that you probably didn't know. Fact 1. Koalas are not bears. Despite their nickname, koala bear, koalas are not actually bears. Koalas belong to a group of animals called marsupials, which also includes kangaroos and wombats. Marsupials are unique because they carry and nurse their babies in pouches. The confusion likely comes from their bear-like appearance, with their round ears, fluffy fur, and button nose. But unlike bears, koalas are much smaller and spend most of their time in trees, living in eucalyptus forests. So while they may look like cuddly little bears, they're actually in a category all their own, with their own special features and habits. Fact 2. Koalas sleep 18 to 22 hours a day. Koalas are notorious for being one of the sleepiest animals in the world. On average, a koala can sleep anywhere from 18 to 22 hours each day. This may sound like a lot, but there's a good reason for it. Koalas have a very energy-draining diet, feeding mainly on eucalyptus leaves, which don't provide much nutrition. To conserve energy, koalas spend a huge portion of their day sleeping and resting. Their slow metabolism means they need to recharge often, just to keep going. So while we're awake and active, koalas are getting their much-needed beauty sleep, hanging out in the trees without a care in the world. Fact 3. Koalas eat only eucalyptus leaves. Koalas are incredibly picky eaters. Unlike many other animals, they only eat eucalyptus leaves, about 500 grams a day to be exact. These leaves are tough, fibrous, and low in nutrition, which is why koalas need to eat a lot to stay full. What's even more fascinating is that koalas are very selective about which eucalyptus leaves they consume. Out of the 700 different eucalyptus species, they prefer only around 50. Even within those species, they pick the leaves that are less toxic and more palatable. Koalas are equipped with a highly specialized digestive system that helps break down these tough leaves, which would be toxic to most other animals. Fact 4. Koalas have a unique fingerprint. Koalas may look similar to other animals, but their fingerprints are completely unique. In fact, they have fingerprints that are so similar to humans that even under a microscope, it's almost impossible to tell them apart. Their fingerprints are just one of the many ways koalas share similarities with humans. But these tiny prints are not just cute. They serve as a unique identifier, much like how we use fingerprints to tell people apart. So the next time you see a koala, you can rest assured that no one else in the world shares the same fingerprint as that furry little friend. Fact 5. Koalas are good at climbing trees. Koalas are fantastic climbers, thanks to their strong limbs and sharp claws. Although they spend most of their time lounging and napping in the trees, koalas are excellent at climbing them in search of food or shelter. Their strong, muscular arms allow them to grip and maneuver around tree trunks with ease. Koalas are also known for their ability to climb down trees headfirst, using their sharp claws to grip the bark. Koalas' ability to climb is not only a survival skill, but also an essential part of their lifestyle, as they rely on trees for both food and safety from predators. Fact 6. Koalas are solitary creatures. Unlike social animals that live in groups, koalas are solitary creatures. Each koala has its own home range or territory in the trees, and they tend to avoid interaction with other koalas unless it's mating season. Koalas communicate with each other using distinctive grunting and bellowing sounds that can be heard from a distance. These vocalizations are most common during the breeding season, when males call out to attract females. While koalas enjoy their solitude, their territories are marked by scent glands that they use to identify their space. This solitary nature helps reduce competition for food and space among koalas, making their calm, peaceful lifestyle possible. Fact 7. Koalas have a slow reproductive rate. Koalas don't reproduce very quickly, which makes their populations vulnerable. Female koalas usually give birth to one baby, known as a joey, once a year. After a short gestation period of about 35 days, the tiny joey is born and climbs into the mother's pouch to develop further. It stays in the pouch for about 6 months, and after that, it emerges but remains close to the mother for several more months. While koalas can live for up to 10 to 12 years in the wild, their slow reproductive rate means it takes time for their populations to grow, which can make it challenging for their species to recover from environmental or human-induced threats. Fact 8. Koalas have special teeth for their diet. Koalas have evolved to be able to handle their tough diet of eucalyptus leaves, and one of the most important tools they have for this is their teeth. Unlike many animals, koalas have large, flat molars that are perfect for grinding and crushing tough plant material. These molars are made for chewing eucalyptus leaves slowly and thoroughly to break down the tough fibers. Koalas also have sharp incisors in the front to help them cut the leaves from branches. Their specialized teeth are part of what makes their diet so unique, allowing them to survive and thrive on such a specific, low-nutrient food source. Fact 9. Koalas are endangered. Koalas are listed as vulnerable and, in some areas, endangered, with their population declining due to several factors. Habitat destruction, disease, and climate change have all contributed to their decline. As urban areas expand, eucalyptus forests, which koalas rely on for food and shelter, are being cleared. Wildfires also threaten koala populations, as they are particularly vulnerable to the intense heat and destruction caused by these fires. Additionally, koalas can suffer from chlamydia, a disease that affects their reproductive system. Conservation efforts are ongoing to protect koalas, including habitat restoration and disease control, but their future remains uncertain. It's important to support these efforts if we want to see koalas thrive for generations to come. Fact 10. Koalas have a special adaptation to survive the heat. Koalas are well adapted to survive the hot, often harsh climates of Australia. They have thick, woolly fur that helps regulate their body temperature, protecting them from the intense sun during the day. Interestingly, koalas are most active during the cooler parts of the day, such as early morning and late afternoon, to avoid the heat. They also rely on the shade of eucalyptus trees to stay cool, and their bodies can store water to help them survive long periods without drinking. Koalas rarely drink from water sources, instead getting most of their hydration from the eucalyptus leaves they consume. This unique adaptation allows them to thrive in Australia's challenging climate. Now that you know these incredible facts about koalas, it's easy to see why they're one of the most fascinating creatures in the animal kingdom. From their unique diet to their special adaptations, koalas truly are one of a kind. If you enjoyed learning about these amazing animals, don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, and subscribe for more fun and educational content. Stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of the animal world.